know what that is? It's the 2 horsemen of the apocalypse coming up the roadway, already doing 360s. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. There it is. Hello, everybody, GrayStillPlays, and we're back with more BeamNG.drive. Out here on this glorious stretch of highway, the clouds slowly looming overhead, as the potential for vehicular sadness also looms overhead. Over here, you're gonna notice the BeamNG police force always working hard to protect the people of, I don't know, wherever we are. 2 wayward officers standing out on the roadway just to make sure everything is as it should be. For a while, we had been having the suspects getting taken down by the police by varying levels of increasingly impressive technology. But today, things are gonna be different. Today, it's all about the suspects taking down the police. In the past, we had done police roadblock busting, and you guys really enjoyed that, and I actually really enjoy busting through the police roadblocks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start light. We've got 2 police cars over here, and obviously 2 poor victims. But I decided to bust through these particular roadblocks a little bit differently than normal. Over here we have the patented white BeamNG truck. Although it looks a little bit different than normal. The body has been traded in for the extended heavy duty, the crew cab. Over here we've got the flatbed, and yes, I think it was like a 4.8 liter or something like that, was traded in for the 6.2 Hemi. We also have a giant chain. The purpose of this chain is to rip everything in its path apart, as these 2 vehicles essentially act like a giant garrote, completely obliterating whatever stands in their way. And let me tell you something, it can get out of hand very, very quickly. Let me give an example. Imagine for a moment you're out here, you got a call that there was some sort of reckless driving on the roadway. Maybe there's been a robbery or something like that, and you've set up a roadblock. Yes, I know you can get around the roadblock, but just use your imagination. Now what you do in this situation is you grab yourself a couple of ramps. This way, as the trucks go flying over the ramps, the chain kinda comes up at an angle. Now this is the only reason adding stuff like this turns, you know, what would be like a 30-minute setup in BeamNG into like a 2-hour setup. But it's worth it. Now I'm pretty sure this is going to work, but you can never be 100% sure. But man, it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and slow things down over here. Yep. There it is. That's why you do it. That right there is why you do it. That turns a 2-car crash into a 4-car mangalathon. Oh, every time I see vehicles pancake into the ground like this, it gives me a certain sense. What's that called? ASMR? Isn't that what it is? The automated synaptic meridian response or something like that? That's what I feel. Man, we messed these cars up good this time. Whatever happened to our original, I turned the lights on as well because I totally forgot. Whatever happened to our original dummies? How you guys doing over here? Well, this dummy's head has fused into the chain. You can see his sad, broken dummy hands trying to nimbly stand him back up. He actually kind of looks like he's doing a yoga pose right over here. I mean, except for the fact that, you know, like every part of his major anatomy is broken. But I mean, you know, I guess if you were double jointed, this would be possible. I feel like this level of insanity requires a slightly different angle. Right about like this should do it. There it is. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. The 2 police cars actually ended up in a crash with each other. This poor guy is attempting to replace the transmission inside of the vehicle. That side view mirror always flying, and it's like not both of them, but usually one of the trucks ends up getting kicked like a field goal. Look at it go! Ain't getting back up from that. This one over here stuck the landing. Or I don't know if it stuck the landing or if it just never got the type of height that the other one got. We got a few wheels trying to go on vacation. Very common in BeamNG, especially when the wheels know that Gray's at the helm of these friggin' crash tests. And, wow. I mean, this police car actually looks like it's okay. I mean, the front end's a little bit beat up, but it's really not that bad. I think we're gonna need slightly more speed. These look like they would be fast enough. Top speed of 179 miles an hour. Let's see how they do. And they're off. Onward we go. Speed mounting. The two beautiful blue and red vehicles. Moving forth. Now, I don't know if the distance is gonna work out perfectly or what, because every time you introduce a new vehicle, things can sometimes go a slight bit haywire. Oh, mother of God. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, I think they're pulling into each other. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and slow things down a moment here. So sometimes you guys ask, what are these cars that sit at the end of the track? These are actually like my rabbit cars. This is what I utilize to keep these guys in line. My police car over here look at the chain had gone off of the front roller bumper there and had peeled the entire hood back into, well, actually the driver's area is still pretty decent. It doesn't look like there's a lot of damage there for the most part. This cop vehicle is fine. Yeah, it's pretty good. The two dummies get obliterated, as they often do. I think what we might have to do is we might have to add some additional police vehicles just to make the roadblock a little bit more intimidating. All right, I added 50% more sadness. Let's see how it frickin' does. Yes. Oh no. Oh, it's just barely gonna catch. Oh, brother. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, it's like a chain whip. It just whips down through all the vehicles, ripping dummies apart. Freaking SUVs, tires go flying through the air. Is that a light or is that a tire? Oh, that's a spotlight. That is a police spotlight right there. It's going for a swim because it knows how many more crashes lie ahead of it. Over here, I gotta tell you, the Interceptor SUVs seem to have done pretty well. I mean, this guy's legs are tied up in the wheel well over here, but everything else seems all right. I think what we're gonna have to do is move these inward a little bit more. All right, the roadblock is prepared. The jumps are in order. Our two sad, broken police officers that continue to step back out into the line of duty are set out here in the front. Any moment in the distance here, yep, there it is. You will see the shapes of pain as they race down the roadway. Now, right over here, we're gonna slow it down so that we can really get a good understanding of what exactly happened. Now, that right there is perfect liftoff. Right there. Well, almost perfect liftoff. There goes a foot. There goes another foot. There goes the chain grappling the two police cars. The police cars go flying. I think that those police cars protect the SUVs quite a bit. Now, that right there may be a shattered pelvis. It is totally possible that dummy right there may have shattered his pelvis. Now, it almost appears as if though this dummy is delivering an RKO out of nowhere to this particular police car. The red car went flying. That is a lot of height. I guess it just hit the ramp so much better. Let's go ahead and see where she landed. It's a good landing. Gonna be a convertible now. These Hirochis can go 211 miles an hour. Tim the Toolman Taylor would be proud. So, in typical Tim the Toolman Taylor, the last Hirochis that I had blew their engines out, and these ones appear to have trouble keeping their freaking wheels on the road where I want them to be. Old Gray will fix it one way or another. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Everything's kind of started to go sideways. There it goes. Oh, Lord, I think it took... Wow! Oh, it was better than I had previously anticipated. It actually caught one of the ramps, but it also ended up bringing both police cars with it. I'm gonna tell you what, though, the police blockade is doing pretty good. When you start using those big ramps like that, the police blockade will stop you in your tracks. Here's one of our dummies. Oh, there's the other one. He kind of torpedoed into the side of the Interceptor over here. Here we go. This'll do it. I'm gonna tell you, when in doubt, add a couple of road closure signs and that'll fix everything. The cops do it all the time. Maybe even a road flare or two. Ah, you know what that is? It's the 2 horsemen of the apocalypse coming up the roadway, already doing 360s. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. There it is. The one actually does go flying off of the ramp. The other one kind of went flying off the ramp because I think it ended up riding one of the police vehicles. I think these cars just don't have enough in the rear end to make this work. We need something with more power and a little bit more weight, but a ton of speed. So, ludicrous speed is absolutely insane. The cars move so fast that they're basically uncontrollable. This is what happens. The dummy is caught up in the chain. It's like a nunchaku. It's like a giant vehicular nunchaku. This is how much damage they do after spinning in circles for like 400 yards. Pieces, hoods, bumpers, doors, everything goes flying. This just barely got kissed, and the rear end is like obliterated. This little sign over here went flying. There's a random bumper. Oh, we brake for nobody. Break into day bait. The 2 police cars in the front, pretty messed up. Oh my God, I think I've got it working. Oh, mother of God. Oh, just stay on line for a little bit longer, you glorious beasts of power. Yes. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the aerial maneuver. That's what I'm talking about. Now, that time, both of the suspect cars got launched. It's not too often that you see both of them go flying at such great lengths. I may even be able to get a little bit more speed off of these 2. The 2 police cars have been thrown, I think, further than they've ever gone before, almost reaching the rabbit cars. The chains are so tangled up in the frame. It's like ridiculous. Now, is that road blockage sign been lodged? I don't think it's lodged. I think it just flipped on top of this. That's incredible. I can't believe that happened. All right, we should be able to get a little bit more speed coming up in here. Oh my God. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, this is bad. Oh, it missed. It missed part of the, oh, it bent it. It bent the entire ramp, and it sandwiched all the vehicles together. The dummy goes flying. The 2 road blockage signs get eradicated. And over here, sadness and depression befalls the Spaceballs team as President Scroob looks on in horror. And he actually is looking on in horror. That seems pretty appropriate. Rest in peace, sweet test dummy, for you shall be missed. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Yep. There he goes. There goes the cop cars. It's like a hurricane. It's like a tornado comes through and just decides to grapple with everything in its way. That's actually the most damage that we've seen from the 2nd level of the police barricade. Everyone else is pretty much, the roll cages do a lot of protection for these vehicles, but I think we're gonna have to say rip to all of the illustrious police dummies that have given their lives on this day. Hey folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of BeamNG.drive, where we got the opportunity to put chains to cars. But like, well, not really 2 cars, but like through cars. And it turns out that the chains are actually very, very disastrous, to the point where they will deform even the almost unbeatable ramps. And they'll rip out some ACLs as well. Hey folks, if you enjoyed it, feel free to make the YouTube machine proud and run the like button over. Until the next time, stay foxy and much love.